Well, this is the start of the July 24 hunting trip. I'm at the Hurunui. This is about an hour on the bike to get from Loch Katrine into here. This is the swing bridge over the Hurunui. It's low cloud and slightly below zero, so chilly day, but now I've got an hour's walk to the start of the bush bash, and we'll see if it's possible to get up through the bush and onto the tops. Well, that took an hour and 20 minutes to walk across the flats and up this very pleasant stream. Clouds burned off a bit, so it should be pretty nice up in the tops. So I've reached my point here where I enter the trees. This is definitely going to be the hardest part of the trip. I'm now at 700 metres and I've got to go up to 1200, so 500 metres through the bush. I'm not overly optimistic it'll be possible, so I'll check in every 100 metres and we'll see how we're going. But this has been a really nice little stream with lots of deer sign and some good camping spots, so if it doesn't go well I'll come down and hunt this stream tonight. Here we go, wish me luck. 780 metres. It's been very open and easy going so far. And now I come across this. So, potentially a trail of some sort, so fingers crossed. Well, we're almost at 900 and the bush is pretty open, so I think it would have been okay, but this trail has carried on. So these silver markers show the way. I mean, it's not really a trail, but as long as it keeps me away from the really thick, impenetrable stuff that would be slow or stop me, then it's great to follow. And I came across this box of pink box of nails. So, I mean, these trees fall down on a fairly regular basis, so that means the markers disappear. So I guess the expectation is that you hammer a few back in. But yeah, it's first time I've seen that. So, almost halfway above the clouds. Onwards and upwards. Alright, 9:50. It's going well, but I've lost the trail markers. So, I mean, I'm zigzagging across the ridge to try and find them, but as long as it stays relatively open, should be okay. 200, 250 to go. Hopefully another 40 or 50 minutes. Well, I can hardly believe how well that went. An hour and a half, quite open forest, no problems. I lost the little markers, but it didn't really matter. So yeah, up on the tops, all the clouds burned off. Just see Lake Sumner down there. Pretty chilly wind. And the water source I was going to use up here is, I've now realised, going to be frozen, so I think I'll wander around the side here and make camp in half an hour. Put tent up, have something to eat, and then go for a wander. Alrighty, happy days. Well, I came across about the hillside, ended up going up to almost my waist in a frozen bog pond thing, which was a little bit of a shock. So wet feet, wet legs. So I marched across to here, edge of the bush, got my camp set up, pretty nice spot. Just overlooking the Hurunui valley there. Pretty cold though, cold wind. So I'm gonna have some soup, and then that'll give me an hour and a half to go out, try and find some afternoon sunshine, and see if I can see anything. Okay. I've been watching a group of deer on that hillside. They're about a kilometre away, and I was pleased I spotted one with the binos, and then I watched them for like 10 minutes, and I spotted some pretty good antlers. It's quite hard to follow them though when they're that distance away. They're just on this hillside in the middle there. Still enjoyable to watch, but I should really get over the hill and find a hillside that potentially I could shoot on. Well, it turns out there was 3 or 4, including quite a big one, ran off down the hill, and then this one was just trotting around in the tussock, and I got to within like 20 yards of it, so I thought I could shoot a pig for the first time, take a little bit of pork home. Just heard something. So, get my knife out. It's Mackenzie Bluff down there, that direction. So there's 2 deer about 125 metres away, just behind this rock. See if I can zoom in and show you. The spiker on the left, the stag on the right. They know I'm here, or they know something's here. Now there's a group of like 10 deer. You might just see them on the edge of that hillside there. They're making their way along. There's like 3 or 4 young stags and the rest hinds. That's where I'm going, so I'll see if I can catch up with them. I did catch up with them. There's 10 deer standing looking at me, 200 metres away. I presume they're the same group, but I didn't see the relatively decent stag in there. Still, it's 4 o'clock, so I better get down the hill. I've got 290 metres. Nonetheless, slightly bigger, but I think it's pretty much the same as the one in the garage, so it's definitely not a mature stag. So I think I'm going to enjoy the moment and leave them. What a beautiful view, look at that. Take a few pictures. Turns out there's actually quite a few more deer down here. And quite a few stags. One of which may have been just about a shooter for me. But I think I've left it a bit late. 350 metres, which is a bit far from me, so I may as well make my way down, but I know there's something up, so I'm sure they're bold. No, there's 2 more deer down there. There's deer everywhere. And these 2 guys are just watching everything on the ridge over here. But the sun's not got too much longer, so 4:30 I should really move. I got down to the river. Pretty lucky, really. Found a little screw slope through down through. Big chunk of that. Could have been a lot worse. Probably should have left the tops a bit earlier. But anyway, it's 5:45, so I've got 10 minutes before I need my head torch. But the bed's only 1k down this stream, so hopefully it'll be easy going. Well, I made it to Mackenzie Bed. I was a little bit gnarly coming down there, a steep mountain stream in the dark with frozen rocks, but it was only 40 minutes. a few good deer trails to follow and a few slippery boulder bushes. Anyway, here's the hut. So, pretty glad to be here. I'll get in and get the fire on. Well, I'm in Mackenzie Bev. When I checked my watch outside a few minutes ago, it said -3, so it doesn't feel that much warmer in here. I've got the fire going, but it just keeps going out because the logs are so wet and cold, so it's not really doing too much. So here's the fancy Bev. So I'm going to get into my sleeping bag with a hot water bottle and watch a bit of a film, try and get some sleep. I imagine it's going to be very cold, and very cold in the morning. But it's the end of a good day. Day 3. That was a chilly night in Mackenzie Bev. Well below zero overnight. But up, had my 2 cups of coffee and ready to go. Left the Bev relatively tidy, got some kindling and left some firelighters. So now it's an hour's walk down the stream to the track junction, so that's my target, an hour. See how we go. This is the stream I'm coming down. That's an hour. Still got 600 metres to go, so I'll get there. Well, that took an hour and a half, so I guess I should be quite pleased with that. Now, I think there's a treating store just around the corner. 2 nice bath-sized hot pools. So, time for half an hour soak. Cup of coffee, some noodles. Luxury. Well, we're back to the swing bridge. 2:30 in the afternoon on Sunday. Here it is. Nice walk out. This is the hill I was on. Up this side, up the right, across and down on the left valley there. Okay, 1 hour on the bike left. Back to Loch Katrine.